What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Hype Horn, the show where we, MR react to all things video games. I'm Brooke, joined by Tyrus, and we're watching the sequel to the Final Fantasy VII Remake just got revealed, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. So we're going to watch that reveal right now.
I know. I'm surprised. I didn't even think it happened today.
Yeah!
I knew there was a Final Fantasy VII live stream, but I was like, that seems too
I know.
low-key.
I guess maybe we could have guessed, but, you know, I think it was a little surprising.
I know. Here we are. Minute 30. Let's see what they're going to show.
What we've done, that's set in stone. The past is forever. But the future, even if it has been written, can be changed. So focus on
Deep.
the future, not the past.
He wants to finish what he started. He wants to reclaim his birthright and rule over the planet with Genova at his side.
They're walking together.
Yeah, I was going to say, what's he doing here?
What's Sephiroth's endgame?
What's his endgame? I don't know what it
Saw you
is.
lying there. I figured it was too late.
Wait, what are you implying? That I died? That I'm some kind of imposter?
You were here with me 5 years ago.
Zach.
Yeah!
What happened to you?
I'm trying so hard to find you.
Sorry.
So
I feel like I failed you.
Final Fantasy VII. Rebirth.
Next winter.
PS5 exclusive. Big thing right there. Big.
Yeah.
Twitch, off the top of your head, how much money do you think Sony paid for that to be exclusive?
Oh, God, I don't even know.
$50 million, you think?
Maybe.
There's a lot to unpack here.
Well, the original remake still hasn't come to other consoles yet, right?
Right, only PC.
Only PC, yeah.
So, Final Fantasy is so... Like, Square Enix is just dishing out Final Fantasy left and right to PlayStation. I die to know how much they're paying for that. It's gotta be a lot. Mm-hmm. But I think the remake's really interesting because I think they're saying the seeds to change the story.
Yeah.
And I'm not a Final Fantasy VII expert. It came out when I was 2 years old. 1 year old. I was 1 year old when the original came out. So I'm not an expert on it. But it looks like they're changing the story to me. And I feel like the way they're talking in this trailer further adds to that.
Yeah. Well, I think that's cool if they're changing the story because even, you know, it gives something to appreciate for even people who, like, enjoyed the original.
Yeah,
You know?
I agree. And being like, what's fact, what's fiction?
Yeah, no,
I
that's
think
cool.
They're really twisting the story here based on my interpretation. And I'm very excited. I gotta say, this title is horrible. It should be Final Fantasy VII Part 2. What's so hard about that?
Yeah.
Because we weren't expecting this announcement. I got a Twitter notification, and I was like, what even is this? Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, what is it?
Yeah.
You should be able to know right off the bat it's a sequel to the remake. Part 2.
They're like, it's the new MMO.
Right, and it's been it's been confirmed this is going to be a trilogy, the remake trilogy, which I don't think it's been officially confirmed before, but I think it's also really interesting. We should see varied set pieces going forward, since Final Fantasy VII Part 1 took place within one city, the starting city, and didn't really extrapolate like a third of the original Final Fantasy. So now we should see it really branch out, go location quicker.
Yeah.
If it follows the general art, which is pretty exciting to me, to see more varied settings and things to do within Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Mm-hmm. And my final thought, there's no way this is out next year.
Yeah.
0% chance it comes out in 2023. I'm going to throw that out there. This is going to be like a...
I think maybe if it was in development for 3 years, I feel like that's, like, somewhat plausible.
I agree, but like Final Fantasy 16 is slated for next year too.
Yeah.
But maybe Sony's just giving them so much money, you know, that's just enough exclusives for a year. If you do, like, the Last of Us project that we know is coming, Final Fantasy 16 and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, that's enough for a year. But my gut is telling me everything gets delayed. They're a year and a half out saying next winter. I'm not called bogus call.
I know, I was going to say, I know we are a little cynical these days because everything does get delayed, so...
But everything does, so why would this be...
No, exactly,
Why
yeah,
would
so-
a Final Fantasy game be any different? Because they always get delayed lately. The past decade, they always get delayed. So I must stand... This is going to be an awesome 2024 exclusive for the PS5.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
But I'm excited. It's going to be really cool when it comes out. And you should let us know in the comments below what you think of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. And if you were confused by the title, because I sure was at first when I saw a notification about it, and then make sure you subscribe to the channel. Check out all the other reactions we've been doing. We just reacted to the Final Fantasy XVI gameplay trailer. Well, it's pretty cool and a different direction from the 7 Remake series. So I'm excited to experience Final Fantasy in different ways. And then until we see you again, don't let anybody kill your hype.